At Fortinet, our FortiGuard Labs team has been a first member for nearly 15 years. We joined in 2012, sponsored by IBM and Adobe. That was our primary and secondary sponsors. And we attended the 21st annual FIRST conference in Bangkok. Actually, I did personally. And that conference, it really opened the door to the global community. First became the glue between our threat intelligence work that we're doing at FortiGuard Labs and the broader incident response community. And it gave us the relationships, the frameworks, and the trust to take our cybercrime disruption efforts to scale across all borders. First Core, which stands for Community Operations Resilience and Empower, it's a natural evolution of work that we've been doing together for over a decade now at Fortinet. And the program, it provides critical funding to expand, to really expand on first community and capacity building. We refer to this as CCB, which has been long focused on developing incident response capabilities in regions where resources are truly limited. That's a big focus there. Training, it's a deeply rooted, not only as a priority with Fortinet, but also naturally at first. And so this was a really good match in terms of our focus. At Fortinet, we have our NSC. It's our Network Security Expert Certification Program. It's from our Fortinet Training Institute. And we've invested heavily in really closing that cybersecurity skills gap. And because of that, we believe in defending the digital ecosystem, and that starts with empowering people on the front lines. And naturally, that same focus, it's at the heart of First work, which is why this partnership has been so successful. And from the early days of our first membership, we carry that mindset into how we engage with the community. We built MOUs, memorandums of understandings. We contributed to frameworks, established public and private partnerships with national certs across the world, right? Not just starting in the one region from that first conference we went to back in 2012. So it was very much a door opener. That went to work, it was successful, but it really showed that bigger system. And so by strengthening the incident response in these under-resourced regions, which again are the target of cyber criminals, we truly do improve the resilience of the entire global cybersecurity ecosystem. And that's really what's made Fortinet's commitment as a founding partner an easy decision. In its first year, First Core has shown real momentum. With Fortinet support, First has delivered multiple tabletop exercises through Core. Some references include Cyber Crisis Unplugged. So this was at the 27th annual First conference in Copenhagen. Also, we did an incident response exercise with the Women of First SIG and the Women in International Security and Cyberspace, which is WIC Fellowship at the UN Open-Ended Working Group. Core funding, it's also powered the Actioning Alerts and Advisories Initiative. This is known as A4. Examples include CTIR, government in Brazil, the AfricaCERT-FIRST Remote Cyber Drill, First AfricaCERT Regional Symposium in Mauritius, ThreatCon in South Africa, and the Mobile Training Lab pilots that we've done with the first community trainers. This is in the Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, and New Zealand. And recently, we've also welcomed the Internet Society, ISOC, and the Internet Society Foundation, ISOC, into Core through the Common Good Cyber Fund. We've been working with First Standards for over 15 years, sharing data, working on attribution, partnering with law enforcement. These standards are critical for bidirectional engagement. Frameworks like EPSS, which is the Exploit Prediction Scoring System, and CVSS, a Common Vulnerability Scoring System, are really cornerstone, right, to a lot of the industry initiatives and projects we work on. For example, I think most importantly is the real world implementation. So we have taken both of these models and implemented them in our outbreak alerts. Our outbreak alerts sit at the heart of our security operations centers, solutions through SIEM, through SOAR, where we implement essentially threat hunt packages. We created a system called Threat Radar, which take both EPSS on the exploit prediction scoring side and CVSS on the criticality, and combine those to actually allow us to look for emerging outbreaks in cyberspace. That allows us to get an early head start advantage into a threat hunt to packages, put it into SIEM SOAR solutions, and reduce that mean time to respond. So again, it's been in implementation for a long time, and none of that would really exist without the input from the broader practitioner network. In 2026, our focus is on expanding engagement across Africa. We're building momentum there with the new training and capacity building activities, specifically in the Gambia, Zimbabwe, and Djibouti. We've had that good momentum from year one, and it's giving us the runway to take this work to scale, which is important. We're also kicking off a mentorship program with the women of First SIG, and the goal, it's the same one that has driven this work since CORE launched. And to get to the systemic root cause of cybercrime, we're also building capable, trusted incident response teams everywhere they're needed. On first membership, I can't say enough good things. Fortinet's been a member since 2012. We've had a lot of value out of this, attending the annual meeting every year, and including other events that First puts on. It opens the door, really, to a community of like-minded practitioners, to one-to-one relationships during incidents as they break, and then standards that are really, truly strengthening the entire industry and global ecosystem. On first core sponsorship, we're just getting started, and the early success, it's really creating the runway to do more. And as we're scaling to add additional regions and deeper SIG-led innovation areas like AI security, ransomware response, the opportunity for partners to, this is the exciting piece, right? To shape this initiative, it's really growing. The threats are evolving fast. We know that. It includes AI-driven attacks, machine learning model exploitation, volume of events that are hitting SOCs, security operation centers every day. It's growing. It's demanding better intelligence, better forecasting, better equipped analysts on the front lines. And that's exactly why the kind of work CORE is built to enable. Um, there's a big list of areas where we need more help. We need more subject matter expertise from the broader community. And this is how we're really channeling that contribution into real impact. And so if you care about disrupting cybercrime, closing the skills gap, supporting the regions that need it the most, this is where the private sector and the public missions are aligning. And that's why I truly highly recommend getting involved.